Aya's stand, Cinderella, had the power to physically alter a person's body parts and appearance. Right after this miraculous surgery, Koichi's brutal stomachache instantly vanished, and he realized he had accidentally grabbed Yukako's bag. Just as he turned around to go find her, he was greeted by a practically glowing, drop-dead gorgeous Yukako. Dripping with confidence, Yukako held out her hand, expecting Koichi to interlock fingers with her, but he just awkwardly handed the bag back. Yukako had no choice but to call out and stop him. Just as they were getting lost in their little romantic bubble, the ever-idle Rohan showed up and forcefully dragged Koichi away. It turned out Rohan wanted Koichi to go mall shopping with him, but inexplicably Koichi's entire family, plus Josuke and Joseph Joestar, were already there. Yukako was instantly crushed, realizing her perfect date with Koichi was totally ruined. Just then, the invisible baby got spooked and looked like she was about to trigger her stand. Joseph hurriedly grabbed the baby and dashed outside, accidentally becoming the MVP of the day. Koichi later told his buddies Josuke and Okuyasu about the kiss, bragging that the feelings between him and Yukako were completely mutual. Josuke nearly fell backward out of his chair in pure shock, while Okuyasu bawled his eyes out in pure jealousy. But the weird thing was, ever since that kiss, Yukako had been totally dodging Koichi. She hadn't been to school in 2 days, and seemed to have dropped off the face of the earth. Josuke and Okuyasu didn't really want to get involved, but they still advised Koichi to go track her down and figure out what was going on. The second Koichi walked out of the school gates, he spotted a woman from behind who looked exactly like Yukako. He called out to her, but she turned away and said he had the wrong person. As Koichi turned and walked away, tears streamed down the woman's face. It actually was Yukako, but because she hadn't reapplied her lipstick on schedule, her face had literally shattered and fallen apart. She stormed into the salon in a blind rage, using her hair to snatch Aya up and violently slam her into the floor. Aya explained that the lipstick was needed to lock a luck in place. Changing someone's fate requires a massive amount of energy, and without reapplying the lipstick to recharge, the user loses their face and their original fingerprints, exactly like what happened to Yukako. At that moment, she looked like a crumbling Edo Tensei zombie. Right at that moment, Koichi arrived at the salon. Even though Yukako denied it over and over, too ashamed to admit the truth, Koichi was absolutely certain it was her. Koichi recognized her instantly through her fiercely stubborn personality, which ironically was the exact trait he had fallen in love with. Seeing Koichi see right past her missing face to recognize the real Yukako, Aya decided to give her one last chance. She had to pick her original face out of a massive lineup, choose right and she'd go back to normal, but choose wrong and she'd become hideous. With completely cursed luck, Yukako was super confident at first, but soon began to panic, completely unable to tell which face was actually hers. The terrifying truth was that Aya had rigged the game. Yukako's real face wasn't even in the lineup, and if she couldn't see through the trick, Aya had no intention of fixing her. Unable to make the call, Yukako finally handed the ultimate choice over to Koichi. She swore she would gladly accept whatever face Koichi chose for her, without a single regret. Koichi gave a firm, resolute nod. Koichi placed a face onto Yukako, and even though it wasn't her original one, a miracle happened, and Yukako's true face was perfectly restored. It turned out Aya was so deeply moved by their profound love for each other, that she took pity on them and fixed Yukako's face herself. After all, Aya had always wanted to be the fairy godmother from Cinderella. Faced with a romance even more touching than a prince and princess, there was no way she was going to play the role of the Wicked Witch.